when everyone's going to notice this at the pump, this idea of this sort of artificial shrinkage on the price, and like, oh man, Trump got it down. I
We're
guess
fine
we're
now.
fine. This
Yeah.
Iran war, not a big deal, nothing to worry about here. But is this all an illusion?
Well, it is an illusion. There's the price we see at the pump. And then there's all this intervening stuff in between, refiners, distributors, all this that goes on in between. There's a statutory minimum. And there's some rules around all of this. Of course, Washington, everything's got a policy or rule. But the rule says that unless it's like some declared emergency, which we're not in right now, you have to leave 243 million barrels in there. And that's the floor. You can't go below that unless the DOD comes in and signs off and says, okay, they have right of first refusal on that. So it's kind of unlikely to me that any clear-headed military person would say, sure, go ahead, just tap that all the way down. We're fine. If something happens with China, don't worry about it. We'll run our tanks on electricity or batteries or something. I don't think they would do that, but they always could. But if we draw that line at 243 million barrels, we've only got another 80 million barrels to go after last week's draw. So that gives us just a few weeks here at this current rate before it's completely gone.
So this doesn't take rocket science to understand, right? It's basic supply and demand. So demand is high, right? Oil prices are lower than what they should be, despite the fact of the matter that our oil reserves, or the actual quantity of oil we have, is quite low too. So when you have low oil quantities without the ability to actively be able to replenish them, aka the Strait of Hormuz being closed, right, and not being able to get it as much from elsewhere to compensate, right, and the oil prices are low, what do you guys think is going to happen? It's going to crash, right? And it's only a matter of time before all those oil prices, or gasoline prices rather, start shooting the fuck up, because we're already at 80 million barrels out of our bare minimum line of 243 million barrels of oil. So it's not hard to tell that it's not going to be too long before all the gas prices start shooting the fuck up. And if you're not prepared for this and don't have a proper mindset, right, you're going to be fucked over. I'm not gonna be shy about making the fact of the matter that I definitely need to do it myself as well too, right? Definitely do. I got a 2-gallon container, which it's not bad, right? I also live in a city currently, so it's not like I can't get around places. However, though, if you guys don't start preparing now, in the coming months, think about how long it's taken for all this stuff to happen, right? It's been about 2 to 3 months, right? March or April, roughly, give or take, Strait of Hormuz gets closed, and then oil price, we start using our oil reserves, right? For whatever fucking reason. Then, gas prices start going up. It's going to keep going up regardless, you guys. And the closer we get to the bottom of that barrel, the higher it's going to go. Experts are warning about this, so if you don't have a proper mindset and you don't prepare now, you're going to be fucked when the shit does hit. And take care of what you need to get. Get your extra can, a full tank of gas, and do whatever you got to do in order to do that, right? So that way you are prepared and you can enjoy the luxury of being able to drive your car in emergency situations, or a little bit more when it really helps you out, you feel me? Versus not being able to do it at all. Just saying, work harder, or work smarter, not harder. But like I said, you guys should start preparing now. Do that shit. Do whatever you got to do to make the extra money, whether it's working extra shifts, etc. So that you can take care of yourself and your families, right? You can make money from your phone. We have the world at our fingertips now. Just saying, it's not as hard to start a business. Just look at YouTube videos on how to do it. Make a product, put it out to your local community, sell it online, advertise as local, because people want local products and goods. Be very transparent about it. It goes great when you guys do, and you know what you're doing. Listen to the experts. Or DoorDash, etc. Do what you got to do, you guys. Right? Just saying, if you're not prepared, you're going to get fucked over when this shit happens, and you're going to really dislike or hate yourself for not being prepared sooner, right? This is why prepper mindsets are fucking fantastic. The survivalist mentality, like, prepares you for all situations, which is the best mentality to have. Mind you, don't take everything somebody says when they give specific time dates for this stuff like 100% right. And the reason why that is because, well, obviously it can be wrong. Like, rough time estimates, just use it as a, like, time gauge basically for an approximate time. So, like, this dude's saying the end of this month, I would say, like, a couple of months. Like, expect it to happen in the next couple of months. So get that prep shit done now before it's too late. Now, like, I'm not gonna not deny the fact of the matter that I definitely was telling people, like, be prepared for the fourth, right? Because I low-key kind of was thinking that they were gonna give another fuck you to us on the day of the 4th of July, or, like, afterwards, right? But nonetheless, though, I knew that, like, the time frame is coming, like, or like we are starting to scrape the bottom of the barrels essentially here pretty soon, in all honesty, regardless. So, like, I'm not going to be afraid to admit when I'm wrong, but, like, you guys really should be prepared because it's going to be coming fairly soon, in all honesty. Like, I would say arguably within the next few months, just given, like, how much oil we've burned through of our reserves already. We're below half of the reserves within, and between 3 to 4 months or less.